friends, welcome back. Coming to the one of the model that is in the distributed computing models, that is the architectural model. So the architectural model, the examples for this is a client server model and the peer-to-peer model. So before going to know about the client server and the peer-to-peer, let's see what is an architectural model. The architectural model deals with organization of components. Like what type of components it's going to deal with? It deals with organization of components across the network of computers and their interrelationship Okay, so the architectural model is going to be it deals with the organization of components across the network of computers and their interrelationship. So the different types of architectural models are client server model and the peer-to-peer model. Okay, so peer-to-peer. Now let's see what is this client server model. The client server model is the most important and most widely used distributed system architecture. So if you are taking any nowadays, whatever the computing structure you are taking, okay, the system environment you are taking, that is based on the client server model. So if you are taking your lab, if in your college you are having the lab system, so each lab system, all systems are connected to the server. It's a client server model. One system is acting as a server and others are acting as a slave, the master and the slave model. So the most important and most widely used distributed system architecture is the client server model only. Here the client and server roles are assigned and changeable. So that is obviously. So sometimes the client may act as a server and the server may even act as a client also. So the roles may be changing frequently. The client and the server model roles are changing. Okay. So let's see, this is the diagram here. This is the client system and the server system, each having their kernel. Kernel means it's just an important component in the operating system which is capable of managing all the devices in the computer. Okay, so the kernel is a most important component present in the operating system. So this client system is having the kernel, server is having the kernel. So the client is going to request the server and server is going to reply the client. Not only the single client, the multiple clients may be present. So each client has to request the server has to respond. So this is a general technology. So whenever the client is requesting, so this is a requesting, whenever the client is requesting, this is a server. The server has to provide the service. So while the time that the server is providing the service, the client has to wait for the result. So until the server is replied. So until the server is replied, the client has to wait for the result. So this is the timing diagram. The timing diagram of the client server. The client is requesting. So here the server is responding, provide services. So while it is performing operations, providing the services, until the time the client has to wait for the result. So let's see, this is a client invoke individual servers. So how the client is invoking the individual servers. So here different clients are there. Multiple clients and the multiple servers are present. A client and the server. The clients or invocation means it is asking, it is requesting. So the server has to give the response, a result. So again this server is asking this server. Means here it acts as a master as well as the slave. And this is acting as a master. And these are the slaves. So I said this client server architecture in the systems can be act as a server as well as the clients based on the requirement. So here this server is acting as master for these clients and it is acting as a slave for this server. So this is about the client server architecture and the distributed system. Thank you.